Hey guys, what's up? Chris Udemy here. Lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at Zakk Wylde's delicious solo from Designed by Ozzy Osbourne. It is an absolute doozy. Let's take a look. Alright guys, before we get too excited, we just need to talk about the tuning, which is E flat standard, which goes E flat, A flat, D flat, G flat, B flat, and another E flat. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's have a look at the first section. We're going to be starting off with this little phrase. And once we get that little pull-off idea, we're going to actually use that quite a few times. So I'm going to be playing 7 of the first string and then doing a rake to play 10 of the second with a pull-off. I'm doing that with a raked motion. I just feel like that's a lot easier at high speeds to get sounding good and not too chaotic. And I've got a bend from 10 of the second string. So we're going to be doing these 3 notes, that raked, pull off, and then a bend. There's actually 5 altogether, but we're going to be alternating between the second and the third string. So the first group's going to go, and the second group is going to go. So I've got a whole step bend from 9 of the third string now. We're going to do both of those twice. And then I'm going to go back to do the first string, the first idea, which was ending on the second string. So there's essentially going to be that little pull-off idea with 5 bends. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then I shuffle over to 12th fret of the second string, and this gets us ready for the next bit, which is exactly the same idea, just copy pasted 2 frets up. So I'm doing 9 of the first string, pulling off 12, 9 on the second, then bending the 12th fret of the second string, and then after that little rake, I'm playing 11 of the third. At the end of that, I'm going to play 10 of the first, and then I'm going to hit 13 and 10 together for a unison bend. At the end of that, I'm playing 12 of the first and 15 of the second with that unison bend. When I get to the top, I'm going to hold it briefly and then hit it 3 more times. 1, 2, 3. So let's have a look at what we've got thus far from the start. Hopefully that's all making sense. And then I'm over on 14 of the first string, bending 17 of the second. I want to go up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I bend it up. I want to hit it 6 times at the top and then bring it down. When I get to the bottom, I'm going to hit that 17 again. So all together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to bend it down after those 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bend down. 1 more extra hit at the bottom. And then I've got a tone and a half bend from 19, and then I slide out on the first string. After that, I work into this run, which is super easy, but it sounds great. I'm just playing the F sharp minor pentatonic if we're in standard tuning. So I'm going to be playing 2-5 on the 6th string, 2-4, 2-4, 2-4 on the next 3, and 2-5 on the second and the first all together. At the end of that, a little hammer-on pull-off going 2-5-2 on the first string. At the end of that, I'm sort of doing a double stop kind of vibrato bend on the second and third string on 4th fret. Then from that point, we're getting all set up for the second section. So I'm going to be hitting that 21 by itself on the second string, and that will prepare us for section 2. So the last chunk that we did is this. Okay, that's the whole section. Let's do it again at a gentleman's pace, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. All right, let's have a look at the second section. I'm going to start off with this phrase. I'm bending 21 of the second string, pulling off to 19, jumping to 20 of the third, and then back to 19 of the second string. At the end of that, let's add that next chunk. I'm going to be bending 21 of the second string, and then my pinky jumps underneath to play 21 of the first string. From that point, I'm going to hit that 21 again on the second string and bring that down. All together. Hopefully that's all making sense. Then we move on to the next phrase. What I've got here is a tone and a half bend from 21 of the first string. Now for me, anytime I'm going past a whole step or a semitone, I've got to get some shoulder action in there. So if you want to get nice and aggressive with your whole body on those, go for it. So 21 of the first string, tone and a half bend. Then I'm just going back chromatically there. So it's going 21, 20, 19 on the first string. You'll notice that I switch from ending on my pointer to be going to my ring finger to finish that that last phrase off, because otherwise I'll end up with my pointer finger, and I'm absolutely garbage at doing whole step bends with my pointer as well. So I would recommend that you swap there. So I've got 1, 2, 3 bends from that 19th fret as a whole step. The fourth bend is going to go in and out into a pull off to 17, and then resolve on 19 of the third. So that whole chunk, that is all of the second section. So let's go right back to the start, play it again at a gentleman's pace, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. All right, let's have a look at the third section. We're going to be doing similar ideas that we had in the first section, where we have one pentatonic lick and we give it a lot of love and mileage and repeat it in several different positions. So we're going to start off with this phrase. I've got a bend from 4 of the third string, and then I'm playing 2 of the second. And then I have a pull off from 5 to 2 on that second string. From that point, I'm going to repeat that exactly the same again, and then just resolve that on the bend. So it's the same lick twice and then a third bend. I'm now going to bring that whole idea over to 9th fret of the third string, and then all my hammer-on pull-off ideas are going to be going from 7 and 10. Once again, I'm going to drag that over now. I'm on 11th fret, so it's 2 frets above from where we were before, and then I'm going to be playing 9 of the second string and then pulling off from 12 to 9. We're going to have this. So these 3 bars are essentially the same thing. I've just got a starting point from 4, 9, and 11. I'll put that all together for you. Hopefully that's all making sense. Now I go into this phrase. Now this is a little bit strange because it's almost like a bit of a kind of messy dead note in there. The first phrase is going to be identical to what we had at the start, just 1 octave up. So I'm going from 16 of the third string, and then I'm doing a 14 on the second string, and then a pull off from 17 to 14. Then I do the bend again from 16 of the third. Then I've got a dead note or a 14. So I don't know what's better to go or go. I think the dead note has a bit more attitude, but I think in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter too much which you decide to do. Then from that point, I'm going to add in that 1 leading note to end the section so that we can work into that phrase that starts section 4. So we'll leave that for now, but I do want to add in that leading 14th fret on the first string. That will be the last note of section 3. Let's go right back to the start, put it all together at a gentleman's pace, and then do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. All right, guys, final section. We're going to go through this cool legato licks. I think on record they sound like pretty outlandish and ridiculous, but they're actually relatively simple ideas just played quite quickly. So we're going to borrow that leading note we had from the end of the last bar in section 3 and then work into this phrase. So it's a relatively simple idea played quickly. The first legato idea I had, I was playing 17, 16, 14 on the first string. And then from that point, I've got 2 more notes. I'm playing 17 to the second and 14 to the first. So we're going like this. The next thing I'm going to do is a very similar idea, but instead of having a diatonic sound, it's more pentatonic. So I'm going to be playing 19, 17, 14. That is legato. Still 17 on the second and 14 to the first. So the 2 notes at the end of both phrases are identical. So we've got... If I join those together quickly and do them both 3 times each, you'll get this. At the end of that, I've got a big bend from 19 of the first string. Then I've got to go all the way back here because I want to be in position 1 of the F sharp minor pentatonic for this phrase. Okay, so this is just the same 4 notes with different patterns. The way I want us to think of this as 4-note groupings and 6-note groupings. So the 4-note grouping is going to be this. It's going to be going 4-2 on the 3rd string and 4-2 on the 4th string. And then when I do the 6-note grouping, I'm going to do the 3rd string twice. So we're going to go 4-2, 4-2 on the 3rd string and then 4-2 on the 6th string. So that's going to be our 6-note grouping. So I want to do, for the first bar, I'm going to go 4, 6, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I got 4, 6, 6. And then the second bar is going to be the other way around. I'm going to go 6, 6, 4. So if I put that all together, I'm going to go 4, 6, 6, 6, 6, 4, and that will give us this. I'll do that one more time a little bit more slowly. Hopefully that all makes sense. And then I work into this last phrase. So obviously with a bit more gain, that will sound a little bit better, but I'm essentially just doing a chromatic drag with this double stop. I'm starting on 4 of the 3rd and the 2nd string, all the way up to there, about 14-ish, I guess. I'm sort of doing it in triplets, like da, 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 da. So it's almost quarter note triplets. And that last bend I had was from 17 of the 2nd string. I do believe on the record, Zakk quickly chucks on a slide, but if you're like me and you're not very cool and you don't have slides lying around, you can just do a double stop with human flesh. Anyway, that is all of the last section. Let's go right back to the start, do it again at the gentleman's pace, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. And that was the solo from Desire by Ozzy Osbourne. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you want tabs to this lesson and anything else that I've done, please join up with the mailing list. I send out a mail out just before any of these videos drop. And there's a lot of extra content and deals that comes with that as well. Also have a new book out. It is called Drop Tune Guitar Riff Writing. It is my latest masterpiece. Very, very proud of it. If you want to up your sort of chops of chord voicings or even just riff composition, there's a bunch of cool stuff in there. I also have multiple other books out right now, and a lot of those books are available in a video course format on chriszoupa.com and Udemy, and soon to be Skillshare. Please stay tuned for that. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. I will be back with some more content very shortly. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you all very soon.